I know, we're in May, don't worry. This isn't an old video, I am uploading this in May because I've only just got round to filming it. It is my 2023 goals video and we're not far off being already halfway through that. But I try to do one of these every year and we always kick it off with a little rewind to see what happened in 2022. If you remember seeing those clips the first time around, thank you very much for sticking with me and watching all the vlogs. There's also been plenty of tutorials thrown in there as well. I love to look back and just see what we got up to because sometimes I completely forget. Sometimes you're just so busy moving forward onto the next job, onto the next task, and you completely forget sometimes what you actually achieved. So I'm going to have a little look now at the 2022 goals video to see what goals I set and whether we achieve them or not. Was to go to Disney World. This was put on my bucket list rather than my goal list because I didn't think it was achievable. Yes, we did make it to Disney and honest to God, the best holiday I have ever had. There's just something really different about a Disney holiday. We 100% want to go back, but I'm not going to add that as a goal this year because it's just unobtainable this year. Disney is expensive and it's going to take several years for us to save up to go again. So I'm not adding it as a goal this year, but yes, we would love to go back and I cannot believe we made that happen. So goal number one, we're doing well so far. I vlogged the whole thing as well, so if you are maybe here just for the cake and you only watch cake tutorials and the odd little video like this, please do go and give them a watch. I actually prefer to put vlogs together more than I do the tutorials. The tutorials are just quite labor intensive and the vlogs are just so much easier to edit, so if I can get some more views on those, that would be amazing. My second goal, again, is still my weight. I'm not actually too fussed at the minute. I'm not like, oh my God, I need to lose some weight. I have no idea. I have stopped weighing myself. Two reasons for this. One, because I have just forgotten. It's just not something I do a lot anymore. But two, there was a long period of time where we didn't have any bathroom scales because Kai broke them. So we had like a set of glass digital scales and he stood on the corner, flipped it up and it smashed into a million pieces. And when I say a million pieces, I'm not kidding. Like glass, you would expect it to like shatter like when you drop a glass from the cupboard at home. It kind of cracks into some bigger pieces and some smaller pieces. This turned into wedding scatter crystals. You know those little like diamante crystal-y things that you get in a packet and you can sprinkle over tables that were like really popular at weddings a few years ago and birthdays and things like that. That's what the bathroom floor looks like. So we did live without them for a while, which is I think why I just stopped weighing myself and just got used to not weighing myself because there was no scales there. So I don't actually know if I've lost weight or not. I'm going to say no. I'm going to say I've probably put some on. I feel a little bit heavier and I know I've been eating utter rubbish. So that is a goal I didn't stick to. My third goal, again, is something I tried to do last time, is the sewing machine. Yes, I actually did this. Now I did say I wanted to learn how to do it. I didn't go anywhere to learn how to do it. That's what I would have preferred. I kind of just, it was ticking along that long that I just thought I really need to just pull my finger out and get some of my dresses and skirts turned up because they were just living in the wardrobe because they were too long to wear. So instead of learning how to do it properly, I just pulled them out and bodged it. Safe to say that, I mean, I'm really happy that they all turned out well. I mean, I haven't worn them that many times and washed them so that the seams could just drop out and wash out and fall out. But so far, so good. I have taken up my skirts to the point I can actually wear them. And I have 2 more projects currently sitting in the wardrobe, which are a little bit harder. I bought some dungarees. Just material ones, not like denim or anything like that. Just regular cotton material dungarees. But they are like a size 16. Tracy, why did you buy 16 when you're not 16? Because they only make those patterns and the look in a size 16 or above. So they were plus size clothes, but they didn't make regular versions of them. So I decided to buy them because I really liked the prints, and I am going to attempt to make them fit. So I have to kind of take it in around the waist. The legs are too wide, the legs are too long. So they're kind of a big project, but when I do something, I don't really do it properly. So a lot of seamstresses and people who make clothes or do it properly will probably scream at me. So, like, what are you doing? I do very much just bodge it by sewing where I need to sew and then just cutting off the excess. I don't like unpick things and sew it properly. So, but I'm gonna say I did this goal. I got some of my clothes out and now I can wear them. Fourth on the list is something that was only triggered this past weekend, and I've added it in as a goal today. We do not treat ourselves when we are out. Yeah, we've gone back to kind of penny pinching again. That goal was for going out and treating yourself. When you're out there, you may want to pop into a coffee shop or a tea room and just treat yourself to a cup of tea or a coffee, a slice of cake, something that's a bit of a treat. Now, this is not usually a treat for regular, normal, everyday people. That's just a part of their life. But for us, who always watch the pennies and decide to just eat when they get home, or they'll go to McDonald's or Greggs where it's super cheap, it's pretty much what we do. And that goal was to kind of treat ourselves a bit more often. We didn't really do that because obviously we have a cost of living crisis and all those little treats add up, and you just think, now, do I want a treat or do we want to actually feed ourselves at tea time by buying ingredients for tea or putting it towards the gas bill? So I'm gonna say we didn't achieve this goal, but it hasn't bothered me too much because I like having the bills paid. I like to know everything is paid and up to speed, and if that means I don't have a slice of cake from a tea room, fine. I can live with that. You gotta do what you gotta do. Another goal that is going to be sticking around this year is the self-care goal. I have fallen off the wagon and rolled into a ditch. Yeah, this self-care goal has been a goal in every single video, and I just cannot achieve it. I just cannot do it. So self-care will look very different to everybody. Everybody will have their own idea of what self-care means to them. For me, it's things like go and get my hair done, go and get my nails done, have a relaxing bath, put in moisturiser on, probably very basic things. And I'm just struggling. I cannot get this goal ticked off, so I'm going to add it again to this year's goal list. But yeah, safe to say I am rubbish at it. You can see all my little grey hairs peeping through here. In fact, I haven't had my hair done since the Disney holiday in November. So December, January, February, March, April, May. 6 months. And my hair is wrecked. It is grey on the top. It is so dry on the ends. Like you don't even go out on hot day just in case you set on fire. Like starting bushfires with your own hair. And it is falling out at an alarming rate. So my hair has been slowly falling out for the last couple of years because I cannot get this self-care goal ticked off. I am progressively getting worse. So when I wash my hair, I can actually feel the clumps of hair going down my legs. Do you know when you stood like washing your hair backwards, I can literally feel the hair running down my legs, and I look down and there's just clumps of hair in the bottom of the shower or in the bottom of the bath. So it's not great. I've always had like patches here, you can see, like I have these just random, look at them, little tiny wispy bits. These will not grow. They constantly stay like these random little short wispy bits that look like they've broken off, and they just will not grow. And this is just like, this is the situation. I have to just keep like pulling them down, trying to get them to go behind my ear because there's nothing else I can do with it. You may have noticed, however, I do have my nails done. I have had my nails done maybe a few more times this year than I would have. I get them done for like holidays. This was for a holiday. We've just been to Italy. So I pretty much only get my nails done around holidays or events that I'm doing, such as wedding fairs and things like that, or maybe at Christmas. And I have my eyebrow appointment for next month. So instead of, again, my eyebrows, my hair and my nails, I pretty much only get them done if I am going somewhere or going to an event, which isn't very often. But I've decided to book my eyebrow waxing for next month, and it's not an event. I'm not doing anything. I'm not going anywhere. There's nothing special happening, but I'm actually going to get my eyebrows waxed just because it will be the time that they need waxing, rather than having an excuse to go and get them done. So I'm taking baby steps towards self-care, but yeah, I failed at this one. Goal number 6 is my brigade. They have done so much for me. I feel like I need to step it up now and get things done that I've promised I would get done. So I changed the brigade. I used to have multiple tiers with multiple things, and I've just simplified it. And now I only have 2 tiers, the cherries and the cherry plus. Obviously the cherry plus, you're getting everything, and cherries you're getting a little less. But I have added exclusive tutorials to the group. So I feel like I'm halfway there with this goal. I feel like, I don't think I failed with it, but I haven't fully done what I wanted to do either. So I'm going to say like I'm halfway through this goal. I streamlined it, made it easier, stripped away some options and added other ones. But I do have exclusive tutorials in there. There is more coming and there are more planned. So I feel like we're okay with that. And the last one on my list is illustration. I went through a period of doing lots of illustration, and then it abruptly stopped. So I did an illustration based on cakes / Disney. So they were Disney themed cupcake drawings, and I did one every single month for wallpapers for the Cherry Brigade. So wallpapers on your phone and things like that. I turned some of them into like notebooks and key rings. It's something I still want to do. I think having to draw and having to have something ready every single month kind of put me off a little bit. It was just like adding to an extra job list. Rather than just drawing as and when I felt like it, I needed to have one every single month. And I think that's the needing to have one that kind of put me off a little bit, because once I'd finished, I haven't picked my iPad up since then, since I finished them. And in fact, I missed December. I've still got December's drawing to do. So I managed to do January all the way to November, and then missed December because we were in Disney at that time. And I still have that yet to do. So I did do lots of illustration, and then I abruptly stopped. But I do want to put some of them on some products. But I think that's it. I think I've gone through all the goals that were in that video. I just like skipped through to see what we had. So now it is time to make some goals for 2023. And I'm not gonna lie, this is gonna be really difficult because I've only got like half a year left to get these done. So let's go with the obvious, the one that's been on the list the past 2 years, and that is self-care. This is still a goal. I need to start looking after myself. I am determined to just get this ticked off the list at some point. I'm going to book myself in at the hairdressers and see what can be done. Have my new brow appointment next month. I'm going to schedule in my nails for throughout the year when I want them. But my main one is the very day-to-day mundane things that I struggle with. This is applying makeup for videos like this. Most days I will not be wearing makeup because I can't be bothered. It's a waste of makeup. I'm going to be sat in the house all day. And sometimes you just do not have time for it. Today I am filming a video, so I have just applied my makeup, but when it gets to tonight, I'm going to do one of two things. I'm going to be proactive and wash my makeup off, or I'm going to go straight to bed because I can't be bothered and then have to do it in the morning. And it's usually the latter 9 times out of 10. And you feel like, oh, it's just laziness. It's lazy. If you take your makeup off before you go to bed, it's done and you're just being lazy. And that's what I thought it was. But I'm finding it really hard to push myself to do things. This is more than just laziness. I will hold my hands up and say when I'm lazy, but this is more than laziness. This is motivation that has just packed its bags and buggered off and it's not come back. But what I've started doing, if you want to come and follow me on Instagram, because I have 3 accounts. I have one for cake, one for general life vloggy things like this, and one for illustration, which is currently inactive. So I've not been doing it. But if you want to come and follow me on my personal vlog account, I will add the link. But I've already taken steps and I have created a little series for myself in my stories called #SortYourLifeOut. And I have been adding something every single day, however small, of a little victory of the day that needed to be done to kind of take steps to sort my life out. And the reason I'm putting it on my stories is because it's kind of making me accountable. I haven't posted one yet today, but my victory today will probably be finally getting this video done that should have been done in January and is now being put up in May. That's still a victory. I've still got it done. But I'm aiming to post there to keep myself accountable and to hold myself accountable and make sure I get something done to try and coax that motivation back. My next goal, I can already tell you now I'll never achieve this, but I'm going to put it in anyway because it's on the list. And that's to do more walking this year. And I don't mean just more walking. I've specifically put 100 walks because there was a TV programme on the TV and it was like the UK's best 100 walks. And I thought, yeah, I'm going to tackle that. Might not do all of them on the list, but I want to start looking through the list and thinking, yeah, let's tackle some of these amazing walks that other people will enjoy. I love walking. I love finding, especially the really scenic ones where, like we've done ones where we'll be in the middle of a forest and then we'll pop out onto a cliff, then down to a beach and in a graveyard. And I just love things like that, just exploring what's going to be around the next corner. So I might not get like a full 100 walks done, but what I want to do is get some of the walks done off of that list. The third goal on my list, which has never cropped up before, so this is brand new, and that is to attend some market/fairs. Now, I do wedding fairs anyway. I only do 1 to 2 a year, which is not a lot. I've always done the same fair over and over again. But I have signed up for a couple more this year, and one of my very first ones is not a wedding fair. It is a market where I am having to sell things to people. So at a wedding fair, you stood with your dummies and you're not physically selling anything to people. So you're just kind of standing there talking about weddings, talking about wedding cakes and how much they may cost. Markets, where you're selling things in person. So I'm going to be taking my chocolate bars. This is a first. I have never done this before. I sell my chocolate bars online and I post them out. This is going to be me selling chocolate bars in person. So I've bought myself some little card machines. But I just want to see if it goes well, because I love doing the wedding cakes. It is my main job. It is my main source of income. But I am not going to lie, they're not coming in as fast or not filling gaps. There's a couple of gaps in the diaries is what I will say. So I have lots of weddings booked in, but there are some gaps in the middle of like a month where I want my wage, but nobody wants a wedding cake that week because they're booking for like 2024 now. So the gaps that I've got left this year, they're not being filled. So what I would like to do is fill that gap with a market of some sort if I can. I only have one planned so far and it's not until November. So I'm hoping to do a few before then to kind of build me up towards that one. So we'll see. Another goal that is new, has not really been on the list before, but we do it anyway, and that is to save money. I don't know about you, but the cost of living crisis is hitting hard. And we're not putting as much money into savings as we are used to. So we've had to cut putting money into savings to be able to pay the bills. And one thing I've done is cancelled a holiday we were supposed to have this year. So we were supposed to go on a mini UK road trip in August, just travelling from like to Birmingham to Essex, around sort of theme parks and things, so we could visit different theme parks and just travel from one attraction to the other, like a little mini road trip. And I've cancelled it. And what we've decided to do is not do any holidays for a couple of years to try and recoup some money. We obviously want to go back to Disney, and that's going to take a lot of saving. And the only way we're going to manage it is if we stop spending the money on things in between, such as holidays. So we're going to have days out. We're not like sitting in the house for 2 years. We are going to have days out. It's going to be better for us to not go on longer holidays. We've just been so lucky to come back from Italy. So that's going to be our last holiday for a while, I think. And that leads me on to the last goal on my list, which is to work on the house instead. You get so busy that it's kind of like one or the other. When you go on holiday, the house gets neglected because you've been paying for your holiday. And if you end up spending money on the house instead, then you've got no money left for holidays. So that's what I assume it's like for most people. So with not going on holidays as much, we'll be spending more time at home, which means we'll be able to get the house a little bit straighter. We've already started the bedroom. The bedroom is nearly finished, but it's just titivating things that need doing around the house, like Abby's roof in her bedroom still has a leak. We paid to have it fixed. It obviously didn't work. So it's things like that, like like we've got a roof to fix because it's going to leak and it's going to fall in, and we're swanning off to Italy to have a holiday, you know? So we've got to kind of get our priorities straight, sacrifice some things for others. So it kind of comes in hand with saving money, not going on holidays, and actually fixing stuff in the house that needs doing. So that's it. Those are my goals. I've not added like losing weight or anything because I don't even know how much I weigh. Some of the goals have fallen off the list because I've either completed them or they're just not my priority for 2023. But I'm not gonna lie, this is gonna be difficult. I've only got half a year left, so pray for me. So in 6 months time, like 2023, hopefully I'll be shooting this video and I will let you know how I get on. I will let you know if I completed these goals and set some new ones. But thank you very much for watching. I hope this has inspired you to set some goals of your own, if you are one of those people who likes to set goals, and gives you the idea that you don't have to just set your goals in January. You can set them in May. But I'm going to update my Instagram now to say that I have finally done this video, the hashtag sort your life out. Please come and join me over there, and some more cake tutorials will follow shortly. Thanks guys.